Okay, introducing my next special guest. We got a returning featured artist, Milena Galasso. Welcome to my show.
Hi Dan, how are you? Thank you for
Yeah,
having me.
I'm not too bad. No worries. Well, I was about to say, where are you in the world right now? But
Well, I'm in London, but as you can see from my background, I just wish I was like in Barbados or somewhere else.
yes, I know the feeling so far with the great British weather, but beautiful anyway. We could pretend we're there. For because you're a returning guest, I just wanted to tell you or ask you for my listeners, how long have you been performing for?
Performing? For about a year, just over a year now. I had my first show in London in February 2023. So
Brilliant.
yeah.
And how are your gigs going? I know you've done a few gigs and contests.
Yeah, it all went really well. I was in this competition to get to play at the Isle of Wight. I didn't win, but we got to the
Um,
finals. And I thought we were so close. Everybody else thought we were so close, but these things you can't really force them. And to be fair, the band that won was really, really amazing. Like just good vibes. But again, like completely different vibes from myself. So it's not even comparable in my opinion. But I'm very glad because like we've grown a lot, me and my band. We brought our fans together to support us and I'm playing another show next week and yeah, I just love doing it and I
yeah,
want to keep doing it
must be a very
more
good
and
experience
better.
for you. I mean, you've got the world at your feet. You're very young, and it's all about development, isn't it?
It is 100%.
Oh, exciting times for you though. New EP out, about to drop any day soon, any week soon.
Friday.
Friday, so that would be the 14th. That'd be right,
Yes,
14th of June.
correct.
Cool. How many tracks are on this EP?
Only four tracks,
So it's a
but
nice mini
yeah,
album then.
yeah, exactly.
And your lead single, it's called Goodnight Loser. Is that your kind of standout track on this EP?
Yes, I'm a big fan of Goodnight Loser. It just came out a couple of weeks ago, and it's a very fun track. It's like about embracing your own individuality, no matter what, even if like sometimes you might find you surround yourself with the wrong people, and they might make you feel like a loser, and that's not good. So I wrote this track called Maybe that says maybe I'm a loser, but that's only because you make me lose my mind.
Hmm.
And there's nothing wrong with it.
And just have a bit of girly pop in it, would you say? Like Taylor
Yeah,
Swift. Your voice actually does remind me of Taylor Swift in places on this record.
that does it. That's good.
Mm. And
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure I heard your song being played in a fast food restaurant last night, actually.
Really?
Um, yeah, I heard a voice. It did sound like you, whether it was you or not. But what's it like anyway when you hear back from people who say that they've heard your songs on the radio or what have you?
Well, that's the best feeling ever. You just want your music to be out there, and when people recognize you, it's amazing.
Cool. And I know you do release music videos on a periodic basis. Will there
I
be a
try.
music video to accompany the Goodnight Loser single release?
Yeah, well, there is a visualizer which is already out on my YouTube, and we just again filmed it in one morning just around central London, and it's very random, but it's quite fun, and I quite like it. If you haven't watched it, you should go and watch it.
Mm. Ah, visualizers are quite good. That's where seems to be really popular at the moment.
Yeah, it's less stress and like less budget,
Yeah.
and it's still quite fun. Like these days, like, I've done music videos where like there was a lot of planning and a lot of like people involved and stuff. And at the end of the day, like it only like gets the same traction as like these visualizers kind of thing. So I figured, you know what? If it's a song, let's not take myself too seriously. Let's not expect anything. Let's just have fun
Yeah.
and show personality.
Yeah, judging by your artwork now and in the past, it seems like you're all about embracing the fun factor.
I am, yeah, for this EP.
Yeah, and just before I was going to say with the music videos, it's understandable, people don't realize what goes into the production of directing music
Yeah.
videos, storyboards, and everything.
It's very hard when you're independent. You just gotta find the right people, and it's still like, yeah, it's very hard.
Yeah. Do you enjoy being independent, or would you be open to
Um,
thinking about being signed by someone, or are you just happy as it is?
I'm learning. I feel like I've got a good team and I'm not sure yet. It
Yeah.
just, I'm open to
It
any
seems
possibility that
seems a lot
comes.
of people, yeah, a lot of people seem to be doing it their own way at the moment. So if it
Yeah.
works for you.
Yeah, exactly.
And judging by not well, not judging, but looking at the Spotify listening numbers on your single "I'll Be Gone," which was a demo, that's approaching 40K.
Yeah. That's
Is that an older record? Is it?
Yeah, that is. Yeah. When did I release it? I think I released it in September, the demo version. Yeah, that's exciting. I wasn't really like, I put it out there to kind of just like fill in the gaps in between releases. I had it sat there for a while and I was like, meh, I might release it at some point. And then I did, but I wasn't really like sure about it. And now I'm so happy. Like it's opened some doors and I'm happy it's doing well and people like it.
It's always nice to record a cover, a classic, and you've done Nelly Furtado's "I'm Like a Bird." Haven't heard that in a while, although I did hear your song last night.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I did that with Stable Music. It's like a collaboration. They had me come to their studios in North London and record a few of my songs. And if you haven't watched the Stable TV um, thing, it's also out there. I'm doing some songs of mine, just acoustic and the cover. And yeah, it was good fun. They're really, really nice people, and the team is amazing. The production, it's incredible.
And at the moment, looking at the charts, who have you got your eye on? Like, inspirations and influences. I know Taylor Swift's doing well.
Well, when is she not doing well? Um, I well, Ray dropped an amazing song just
Yeah.
this past week. I'm very, very inspired by her. She's an amazing artist. Who else? I like Tori Kelly's last album. I like. She's probably not in the chart. Well, she's always in the charts, but I still like Tate McRae. Um, and I am a big fan of Lunch by Billie Eilish. I think it's a cool, catchy
Yeah.
song, and it's a bit different from what she's done in the past.
Yeah.
But I was listening to her album just now, and I feel like that song is the one that stands out the most to me.
And Ariana Grande, I mean, she's still relevant. So she inspired you over the
Yeah,
years?
a little bit, yeah.
Hmm. Just one more. I mean, it's Sabrina Washington. She's shown promise as well.
Sabrina Washington.
I think she's got a hit called Espresso.
Oh, Sabrina Carpenter.
Oh gosh, I don't know why I put Washington. Yeah, Sabrina Carpenter. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah, yeah. She's I saw her live at the BBC festival a few weeks ago. She is really great. I like her vibe a lot. And live she's amazing. She's a great entertainer. I am a big fan of her song Nonsense and Espresso. And there's another one, but now she just dropped another one like last
yeah.
week.
Please, please me. I think it
It's
was.
also good. I really like her, but at the same time, when I saw her live, I had this like thought in the back of my mind, and I was like, I really like her. I'm very much inspired by her, but at the same time, I feel like she's always like positive, and that's great.
Yeah.
But like sometimes I wonder whether like you need like a more personal kind of song, and you know what I mean. Like she just doesn't give me as much like vulnerable vibes. You know what I mean? Which is great. It's just a matter of taste, I guess. But
Mm.
for my personal musical taste, I always prefer a bit of edge, a bit of like the dark side.
Yeah.
It just comes across a bit too perfect. You know
Mm.
what I mean?
Yeah, true. Do you like a bit of rawness to your sound or listening to anyone else's sounds?
Yeah, I do. I do. When there's a bit of, you know, pain, even,
Mm. It seems more genuine, doesn't it?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Life is
Um,
not perfect.
yeah. People who listen to your music also listen to Cameron Ramsden, Martha May, Towsy, and Dead Mike. Any of
Yeah,
them
they're
ring
all
any
my
bells?
friends. They're all
Ah,
my close friends. Yeah, we all went to BIM, I think. It's funny how they pop up on my Spotify. I just realized that. Martha May is incredible. She went to represent, well, she didn't end up representing Croatia in the end, but she went on the competition to represent Croatia for the Eurovision a couple of years ago. And Taos, they're incredible as well. They just left the UK, unfortunately, to go tour the USA. That's where they're from.
Mm.
And Cameron and Dead Mike, they also have a duo. They're about to launch their first EP, so stay tuned for that. They're very fun. But they also have their own individual projects. And Dead Mike also plays in my band.
Right. It seems that you've got a very supportive, um, close circle of fellow working musicians.
Yeah, yeah. It's great
That's
to see
good.
them on my Spotify as well.
Where do you get your inspiration, creative ideas from when songwriting? Maybe in a coffee shop or on the beach, maybe?
Yes. Mostly when I'm cycling. I cycle a lot through London just to get places, and I find myself that when I'm doing some movement, I just get my best ideas. Just like I'm in the flow. I don't know why, but I realized that lately, like I just had a great idea, another great idea, and it was on a bike.
Mm. And I was going to ask, don't have to be specific, but where in London do you enjoy most cycling?
Well, I
Um,
live in Southwest London, and it's very nice down here. Like it's very peaceful and quiet, and
mm,
there's a few cycling tracks.
mm,
But I enjoy cycling all the way through central London.
mm.
Yeah,
Well,
and by the river.
yeah, some nice places to visit Southwest. Your parks and everything.
Exactly, plenty of parks,
Yeah, very, very green, beautiful.
and you
And
see
just
kids.
finally,
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Just talking about parks and
oh no,
dogs
no
and
worries. Where's best for people to follow you on social media? Like emailing lists and newsletters people can sign up for.
yes. So my Instagram is probably my most active page, and there you can find all the links that you need. There's a link tree, and you can sign up to my newsletter if you want. Please do. And you can watch my videos, my latest tracks, pre-save my upcoming EP, and just message me because I always like a message and I always check my requests.
That's amazing chatting with you. I think after this interview has aired, your album would have already dropped, but just wanted to say about pre-save, how people can pre-save your EP for now or the future.
Yes, it really helps a lot. Usually you can always find a pre-save link up in an artist's bio on Instagram. And by doing that, you literally save it into your library before it's out. So once it's out, you kind of see it. It's in on your release radar, and the chances are that you are going to listen to it. And so that really helps. And it also shows, well, Spotify, for example, that there's some traction, there's some interest and some anticipation pre-release, and that can lead to like playlist placements.
That's good to
And
know.
yeah,
And anything else you may just like to add to the interview?
just that wherever you are in the world and whatever you're doing, I just hope that you're having fun.
That's a nice sentiment. Thank you very much for joining me again on the show today. Really great following your progress and seeing you go from strength to strength. How old are you now, if you don't mind me asking?
How old?
Yes.
25.
Oh, 25. Oh, yeah, you got the world at your oyster. Keep going. Great. Well, thanks for joining me on my show today,
Thank you for having
Milena,
me.
and we'll get your track played now, if I may.
Yes, please. Thank
Brilliant.
you.
Yeah,
I've
thanks for
been
your time today. Have a great day. All right.